So, namaste. Really warm welcome to all of you guys, and if you're still joining, just jump onto the practice with us, no problem. So, today we're thinking of how, depending where you are, I think a lot of us are slowly preparing to get back into, kind of a more normal, quote unquote, if you can say so, way of life. And the last few months, being quarantined or locked down, confined, has been really an opportunity for us to experience the effect of having space, around our schedule, as all our plans are removed, all our daily activities are changed, and depending, of course, of what you do for a living, but for a lot of us, space was widely available, more than what we used to. And space is a word that comes back again and again in yoga, and there's different words we could associate with it. One is Madhya, and Madhya means literally the space in between. So it's very concretely the space in between the breath, but it's the space that invisibly links different things. This is a space where everything emerges and returns to. So when we do a flow like we're going to do today, I really love to work with the space in between the poses, but also the space within us that we can create and reach out. So there's always this ongoing relationship between the space within and the space outside. And bringing space into our practice really makes our mind more spacious. And we can even begin to notice the space in between the thoughts. And when we can do that, we can actually notice how much we can be free of negative thoughts, or thoughts that keep us in the loop of worries and fear and other intense emotions. So let's go back to the Madhya today, the place in the middle. We're going to work with the shoulders. So that's why if you have tight shoulders, grab a strap, and we'll jump right in. So sit comfortably and turn your thighs in and back, and you can pull your buttock back so you feel a bit more exposed on the sit bones. And then when you're there, close your eyes, soften your hands onto your thighs, and take a moment here to elongate your spine and to gently invite a longer, slower breath. And allow this beginning of the practice to be an invitation for space. So pausing here, breathing toward your belly and toward the top of your lungs, toward the middle of your lungs. As you exhale, take your time to empty the fullness of your lungs, the whole area from top to bottom. And take a few breaths like this, inviting a deeper fulfillment, capacity of the lungs. Notice the pause after the inhale, and exhale softly, release, not grasping, facilitating the empty space. Inhale in the fullness of space. Exhale and return to empty space. And bring your palms together. Take a moment here to feel the space in the middle, right at your chest. Under your chest bone, you can bring your thumbs against your chest bone to feel that space within. Let's cultivate this inner spaciousness inside. A spacious heart, a spacious body brings a spacious mind. Take a deep inhale with me. And exhale, release and gently bow your head to your heart. And please open your eyes and let's meet on the mat on hands and knees. Feel free to pad your knees if you need a blanket there. Good. And we found all four. So knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers, especially the four long fingers. Tuck your toes and arch lower back. Just very softly create space in the lower back. Look forward and create space in the front of the chest. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, pull the belly in. Reach the tailbone long. And now try to create more space in the lumbar and coccyx part of the spine. Inhale, chest forward. Broaden your sit bones as you broaden and lengthen the front of the body, and exhale, pull the belly in. Try to lengthen the back of the body here. Like even extend your buttocks flesh toward the ground. Inhale, thighs back and wide. Wide collarbones, wide space between the hips. Exhale, belly in. The space gets a little bit shorter in the hips and yet bigger in the lower and upper part of the spine. So do that a few times and try to invite space in its different dimensions and places. Inhale and exhale. Good. And come back to center, and coming back to center is always an opportunity to tap into the pure quality of the Madhya. Inhale, right hand forward, left foot back. Hold in the middle. Let yourself be spacious. Extend through your left foot, through your right hand. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee towards your belly. Inhale, stretch, pull your belly in so you lengthen your spine. Exhale in. Inhale, full. Exhale in. Inhale, full again. Exhale, left toes to the mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. And exhale, bring your arm alongside your ear. Turn your thumb up, pull your belly in, and then push into your right toes to extend through your right fingertips. Inhale, right arm up again. Exhale, go underneath your left armpit with your right hand. Inhale, right hand up to the sky again. Exhale, underneath. Inhale, up. Exhale, underneath. Inhale, up one last time. And exhale, right hand down. Move your right toes outside of the mat to the right. Bring your left heel down, push into your right hand, and bring your left hand up to the sky. Now pause here, bring your arm alongside your ear. Right buttock under and push through your foot and up through your left hand. And breathe here. Try to reconnect to the spaciousness of the ribs inside the intercostals. And exhale, come back down to all fours position. Inhale, left hand forward, right foot back. Exhale, elbow to your knee. Inhale. Okay, pause here in the middle for a moment. Madhya, the place in the middle, then stretch. Madhya here, exhale, bring it into a contraction to the middle. Inhale, stretch. Space, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, long. And then pause here, right toes to your mat, left hand up to the sky. Push into the floor, lift through your left hand, arm alongside your ear, extend, belly in, ribs in, twist, push into your toes so you stay grounded. Inhale, left arm up, exhale underneath the armpit. Inhale up again, exhale underneath, inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale underneath. Then pause here, push into your toes, reach out, inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand down. Move your left toes out to the left, 45 degrees or so. Right heel down. Move your booty back first, and then left buttock under, right hand up to the sky. Pause here, reach down through your toes and then out through the end. Turn your thumb up, belly in. Breathe here, try to create more space again against your intercostals. And exhale to the ground. Good. Find child's pose with the knees wide, big toes touch. Booty toward your heels, forehead to the ground. You can pause here and take this time at the moment to surrender, to enter the Madhya with no effort. Open, come up on fingertips here, walk your fingertips forward, inhale, armpits up, broaden your arm bones, and walk towards your right, left fingertips to the edge of the mat, right hand outside, and take a big space between your arms. So we go really about spaciousness today. So press into your left fingertips, reach back to your left hip. Breathe, lift your forehead a little bit, lift your armpits, melt the upper back, and come back to center. So as you stay in your more static stretch here, toward the left now, see where you can invite more space. So stretch is good, but a stretch with spaciousness is even better. So lift your right armpit up a little bit and then melt the upper back, and then from here stretch like you could stretch inside of the bone in your right arm. Come back to your center. Okay, and up onto your straight arms. Walk your arms forward, bring your knees slightly closer. Lift your knees off the floor for downward facing dog position. Bend your knees here, reach your sit bones up and back. From your heart, press into the ground, and from your heart, reach up. So again, lift your armpits here, melt the upper back, look forward a little bit, and take a note for yourself. What's your relationship to space? I often try to fill out the empty space with activities and tasks. What's your pattern here? Move your both heels to the left and reach your hips up toward the sky here. So getting a bit more of a stretch on the left side and the right. Inhale, center, lift both heels and drop both heels to the right. Both hips reach back, especially the right, but also the left. And center. Plank position. Pause here in plank. Use your knees down if you need. Shoulders melt toward each other. Bend both elbows and down to the ground. Point your toes back. Inhale, shoulders back, come up. And exhale, down. One more time, inhale. Baby cobra, shoulders back, lift up. This time pose when you like 80% up. And then hug your hands toward each other, pull your shoulders, your elbows back, look over your right shoulder, and try to stretch through your left side, through the left toes and up to your left shoulder. Center, inhale, and other side. Try to stretch through from the hip to the right toes, from the hip to the right shoulder, and exhale down. And just notice, maybe it's stretching your belly in a new way. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog pose, please. Come all the way back. Bend your knees slightly and move the top of the thighs back into space. From your heart, press down into the ground. Breathe into the space around you and invite in within you. Look forward, inhale and exhale. Walk to the top of your mat. Feet hip width, chest forward, inhale. And exhale, gently bow. Okay, press into the earth, move your hips back more, hands to your hips, elbows back, and come all the way up. Stretch your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. And pose. Inhale, chest up, hands to the sky. Exhale, bend both knees, and with your heart forward and a long spine, come all the way down. Long spine forward, inhale. Exhale, walk back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up. Pause here, lift the inner left thigh higher. Now bend your right knee, the bottom knee, a little bit. and then press the base of the shin just above the ankle down toward the ground. So not just the ankle, but actually the base of the shin more. Keep your knee bent, top of the thigh back. Lift the inner left thigh a bit higher, inner left heel a bit higher. Exhale, knee to chest. Place your foot not all the way between your hands, but a little bit closer. And then bring your right heel down so your foot is 45 for warrior one, so shorter stance than normal lunge. Hands to the sky. Good. Pause here. Scissor your legs toward each other. Lean forward and rotate the inner right thigh a bit more easily. And then pull the belly in and up. Reach your hands up, bend your front knee. Exhale, arms to the sides. Cross right elbow on top. And press your hands together. If the shoulders are tight, bring your hands to your shoulders. Press otherwise the hands together. Lift and move your wrists a bit away from your face. Head back, top of the head up. Breathe here into the back of your neck, the shoulders. Close your eyes and just take the air in as you invite a spacious vastness inside. Inhale and release, hands to the sky. Exhale, arms back behind you. Lift your hands like you're holding a big ball and you want to lift that ball a bit higher. Shoulders back, stretch your front leg, scissor your legs together. Shoulders back, lift your hands a bit higher. Shoulders back, lift your hands a bit higher, top of the head up. And lean forward here. So imagine you're pressing this big ball. So we're not going interlaced, just to challenge the shoulders a little bit. Belly in, and then lean down. Inhale, lift diagonally halfway up, almost like 45-degree up. And then exhale, bow. Engage your legs, inhale up. Scissor your legs toward each other, bend your front knee a little bit, and exhale, bow over. Good. Release, hands to the floor. Come back, downward facing dog pose. Inhale to your plank. Press into the earth here. Now try to bring your heels more above your toes. Leave the top of the thighs up. Belly in and then stretch forward. Stretch more through your left side. Look over your right shoulder. Hips up, belly in. And other side. Right shoulder back, stretch. Okay, center. Chaturanga, try to hold. Push into the earth, heart forward, shoulders back, belly in, head up and down. Point your toes back, cobra. Go for spacious cobra. Look over your right shoulder, straight through your toes. Inhale and look over your left shoulder. And stretch and exhale down. Tuck your toes back to your dog position. Okay, and take 2 spacious breaths here. Let the armpits lift a little bit. Look forward. So if we drop the head down, so often what happens, the shoulders get less spacious. So see whether you can look forward and lift the inner armpit up toward the sky. Hug your hands toward each other and externally rotate your upper arms. Okay, keep that right foot up. Move the base of the left shin back, left knee bend a little bit, and inner right thigh higher. Breathe here and see whether you can increment the feeling of space in your left leg and right leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Good. And place your foot just under your chest here. Left heel down, 45, and inhale, warrior one. Settle in, land. Just notice the space between your fingers, between your body and your arms, your head and your arms. Good. Exhale, bring your arms to the side and cross your left elbow on top. Press your hands together, elbows to the height of your shoulders, and then hands a bit away from your face, head back. Press your hands together. Scissor your legs, left inner thigh back, belly in, and then stretch. Back. Lift your chest a little bit as you move the hands a bit away from your face. Head back, shoulders back. Just notice the stretch you can increase here. It's like you're gently reaching the back of the head into like you had a headrest behind it. Creating space in the back, release. hands back behind you like you're holding this big ball again. Lift, press your palms toward each other, thumbs turn down, shoulders back, and then stretch the front foot here, front leg, sorry, right knee micro bend, and lean forward. Inhale, exhale, lean a bit more, inside of the foot down, right outer hip back, and exhale, lean forward, scissor your legs, inhale, and exhale. Inhale again, shoulders back, and exhale. Inhale, lean up a little bit. Exhale, hands a bit higher, shoulders back. Okay, and release. Good. Come back to your dog position. Inhale, look forward again. Inner armpits lift. Melt the upper back, but keep the lift in the armpits. And breathe here in the middle. Just notice the current of the breath. The inhale, the gentle pause after the inhale, and the exhale, and the pause there after the exhale. Look forward, inhale, and exhale, maybe jump or walk toward the top. Inhale, bend both legs, chest forward, exhale and bow. Press into the ground, shoulders back, come up. And exhale, hands to your heart, right here. Good, so inhale, bring your hands to the sky. Press your palms together and bring your palms together, the wrist behind the back of the head, elbows point forward, arm bones back, head back. Now, take a deep inhale, lengthen your side ribs. Now as you exhale, bend your knees slightly, lift and spread your toes, engage your legs and move the thighs back, like you could reach your buttock to a wall just behind your heels. And then tuck the tailbone under as you lift the crown of your head, and then press the back of the head into your hands. Keep your hands together as good as you can. Arm bones goes back in your shoulders. So try to keep that. Push into your right foot, left knee up. Exhale, left foot way back. High lunge this time. Head back in your hands. So keep the awareness of the back here. Big vastness behind you. Reach your chest up now. Keep the arms anchored in your shoulders. And now lift the chest up, belly in. And try to externally rotate the upper arms, really at the base of the arm. Inner armpit, rotate out. Try that. Okay, try to keep that. Reach your left hand up. So just the right hand helps you keep the engagement behind. Okay, right arm up. And exhale, gently left hand forward, right hand back. And pose. So notice whether you lost that space behind you, whether you can reach the head back a little bit again. Good. Big ball between your hands. Press into, like you could press your palms into a wall. Chest up, belly in. And twist a bit deeper, right hand back more. Both hands up. Exhale. Okay, good. Touch the ground. Bring your, step your left foot just 20-30 centimeters forward, left heel down like warrior one legs again, but stretch your right arm. Push, walk your hands, and this is where blocks can be handy. Walk your hands or your blocks in line with your heel or a little bit further back, and then spread your toes here. Bend your right knee slightly, good, and pull your right foot back towards the left heel and reach your right toes and the front of the foot up. Inhale, chest forward. And exhale, bow over the leg. Now turn your fingers pointing back. Bend your elbows slightly, maybe. Pull your fingers forward, shoulders back, inhale. And exhale, bow over the leg. One more inhale. And exhale, bow over the leg. Good. Bring your foot down again. And walk your left hand or your block closer to the foot, maybe outside of the foot. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bow over the leg, walk your right hand out. So if that's not happening, you just stay where you are. Now inhale, lift your belly a little bit and try to twist your belly over your thigh more, and then bow. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, you stay here, or Right hand to your hip. Reach the right hip back, shoulders back, and perhaps right hand up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale now, head back, like you still had your hands behind, shoulders back, and lengthen here. Invite space in, draw energy from the earth into your hips, and from the hips reach back down, and then out in all directions. To the vastness, always available. Exhale, right hand down again. Okay, bend your knee a little bit. Now lift your back heel, and you're going to move your left foot toward the right, and roll to the outside of your foot. Spread your toes, re-extend your legs, and we go into a goofy Parsvottanasana, so a bit more like a twisty stretch here. Pull your legs toward each other. From the pelvis, reach down through the earth, and twist. Inhale, pull in, press your thighs together, and exhale, extend and push. Good. Okay, enough for the stretch. Come back. Downward facing dog position. Inhale to your plank. Again, lift your heels above the ball of the foot, just above the toes. Hips up, belly in, melt the upper back. Knees down or chaturanga, knees up, shoulders back, belly in, head back, and down. Okay, can you still reconnect to this support behind the head, shoulders back, and lift here. Full belly in. Look over your right shoulder. Now pull the left arm bone back here, and then re-extend through your right toes. Lengthen the right side of the neck. Come back to center. And stretch, getting longer on the right side, and exhale down. Super nice. Tuck your toes, come back to your dog, please. All the way back. Bring your feet together, bend both of your knees, and take one deep breath here. Full inhale, then pause at the top of the inhale. Notice the empty space. Exhale and empty completely. And pause at the end of the exhale. Look forward and jump or walk to the top. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, please bow. Hands to your hips. Booty back. Heart forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, just close your eyes here as you in Namaste right here. Namaste. In front of your heart in Tadasana. Imagine you have the wall still behind you, so the legs are strong, thighs back, belly in, long. And imagine here that you stand in front of a vast field or vast landscape of an ocean, for example. Very vast horizon. And just notice what just thinking, imagining this vast landscape brings for you. Then try to let that picture go in your mind and just stay with that sense of vastness inside. How does it feel? How do you experience it in your body? Try to bring that with you as you open your eyes, reach your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands together, behind your head again. Point your elbows forward. So here the work, I'm going to face you so it's a bit more obvious. So elbows are pointing forward and not out to the side, pointing forward. And then you lift your elbows a bit up. Exhale, plug your arm bones back. So basically it seems like your arm bones are coming out of your shoulders, but then exhale and plug them back. Hug your shoulder blades together and press the back of the head into the hands, the root of the hands here. Try to stay gentle and then to externally rotate the upper arms right here. Okay, so broaden the space between the neck and the armpit, the inner armpit. Okay, keep that. Inhale, right knee up, left foot strong. Exhale, big step back. Lunge. Scissor your legs and look up here. So now hug your arm bones back again, pull your legs together, and then pull the belly in, and then from the hips stretch down through the earth and then up, lean back, keep the left arm, left hand as they are, right arm up, lengthen through the neck. Okay, when you feel ready, left arm free. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back, bend your front knee, then turn to the left also with your head, left arm back more, and then notice if your head is dropping forward, bring it back, and then lift to the back of the neck here, so you feel tall. Good. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, and come back to the earth. Step your right foot 20-30 centimeters forward, right heel down 45 degrees. Walk your hands back. Find your blocks. If you need just to get more height is nice. So here my point is for you to avoid to round in the lower back. If you have to round a lot, use your blocks, something to be higher. One length in the lower back here. So begin to walk your fingers pointing back now. Lift the front of the left foot. Scissor your legs toward each other as you reach your heart forward. And exhale, bow over. Keep pulling the top of the left thigh back. Micro bend your left knee, inhale. And exhale, over. Inhale again. Now pull the mat forward with your fingers. Exhale, bow over. Okay, left foot down. Be really mindful, almost like feeling every single little place underneath your left foot. Right hand outside. Begin to go over the legs. Spread the big toe mound here. Lift your belly over and exhale, twist over the left leg. Inhale, chest. And exhale, and over. Good. Inhale, stay here or bring your left hand to your hip. Left shoulder back. Okay, so twist might feel, especially when we're balancing, it's challenging. It might feel a bit like the opposite of spacious. So try to breathe here to recreate space. Where can you draw space? Stay with your left hand on your hip or left hand up to the sky for Parivritta Trikonasana, the reverse version. Head back. Now reach through the ground. Breathe in from your belly and extend through your spine. Create space there. Okay, very nice. Beautiful. Left hand to the ground. Okay, bend your knee. Just take a little break here. And then step your right foot to the left. Roll onto the outside of the foot. Spread your toes. Press into your front foot and walk your hands a bit more to the left. Kind of in between your legs here. Scissor your legs toward each other. Inhale and exhale out. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bow over and keep using your legs here. Eventually, maybe we'll reach for the ankles. But to really work the legs here. Inhale, recreate space, reconnect to space even in the contracted, exhale, contracted places. Good. Inhale, come back to your center, back to your dog. Downward facing dog pose here. Walk your right hand forward, left foot 20-30 centimeters forward. Roll onto the outside of the right foot, Vashisthasana here. So take a deep inhale, move your hips back here. Reach down into the ground, right shoulder back, belly in, and then left hand up. Okay, maybe left foot up. Invite space, pull in toward your center, exhale, reach out like a star in all directions. Arm alongside your ear, yeah, go for it. Belly in, ribs in. Fullness of the back body, exhale down. Other side. Left hand strong. Right foot in front if you need some support to begin. But move your hips back. Broaden the sit bones and then find your version. So the foot can stay on the ground or up or on top of the first foot. Pull your belly in, look inside. And from your spine, from the back body, stretch and expand in all directions. Exhale to the ground. Hips up, downward facing dog. And down to your child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch, forehead to the ground. Allow your breath to guide you here to the space in between. So Madhya is really the space where all creation happens. If there's no space, there's no possibility to emerge. If there's no space in our day, if we just go from one task to the next, there's really no space for creativity, no space for spontaneity and experiencing the delight of life as it unfolds. There's no space in our lives, there's no potential for inspiration, for new perspectives. And this is what we've been given in this challenging time. So just if you want, take a moment here to reflect into what the new perspective that I gained this past 3 months. And please come up to your hands, bring your knees closer and walk your hands and your elbows forward here. Okay, so one version which is more challenging is to stay where we are, hands on the ground, elbows on the ground with the forearms parallel. So here be aware that your elbows are not drawing out, because this is going to basically draw your shoulders out and your shoulder blades out of alignment. So you want to keep the elbows and the wrists about shoulder width. Again, that's version one. Another version is to bring your interlace your fingers and keep, bring one of the little finger inside and keep the wrist down on the mat. So it's less challenging, and it's also, I find it a little bit more slippery for the elbows, but try to find what works for you. Okay? Melt the upper back, and we're going to walk the knees back here. Just find a simple and more accessible version of low plank, belly in. So you're going to feel your belly working. Inhale, when you're ready, maybe lift the knees off the floor. Keep your shoulders above your elbows. Melt the upper back. And lift the back, so don't drop the head again. Imagine you still have your hands like Shiva, another pair of hands behind your head. Good. Keep that. Walk your feet forward a little bit. Okay, different version here. You may stay a bit away for your dolphin pose. For more space that's accessible to you, walk in. But then, okay, so don't drop the shoulders here. Lift the armpits, especially inside. Pull your hands toward each other and elbows, and externally rotate your upper arms as you look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Melt the upper back. Stay here or lift one leg up. And down, other leg up. And down. And walk back. Knees down. Child's pose. Breathe in child's pose. Turn your palms facing up or completely release into your arms. And then inhale, come back forward into space. Come all the way down onto your belly. And move your left elbow in front of your left shoulder. Left hand down. Stretch through your left toes here. Bend your right knee. Inhale, right hand up and back. Grab your foot. Bring your heel closer to your buttock. Reach through your right knee. Right elbow up. Pull your left arm back. Okay, going for the stretch here. So don't think so much about bringing your heel closer to your buttock. It's going to happen. I mean, it's important, but you want to reach through your right knee more. And then press the right knee down to lift the top of the right thigh, look forward, and pull the belly in. And keep that as you bring the heel closer to the bottom. Now, left hand can come in front. More challenging, left arm straight knee. So I'm just giving you variations here. You can explore. You don't go there. That's not spacious enough. It needs to be spacious enough. Right shoulder back, head up. Now reach through the left side and reach through your right knee. Right elbow back. Exhale, release. Take a break in the middle here. Breathe and experience again Madhya into the breathing space. So just giving you space here. I know we move quickly. See whether you can take that quality of spacious peace in between with you. Bend the left knee. When you're ready, we go to the other side. Grab your foot. Heel is where it is. Now, hug your knees, not together, but towards each other, like hip distance. So the left knee is not out to the side. And then push the top of the left knee down. Left heel, left groin, so upper left thigh up a little bit. And then lengthen your tailbone, lengthen through your knee, left shoulder back. You can bring your right hand forward a little bit. And eventually, maybe stretch your right arm, left shoulder back. Lengthen to the right side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw in space. Exhale, reach out. And come back down. Release, take a break. Good. And then lower your forehead to the ground. Move your arms alongside your hips. Make a fist with your hands. And just let your thumbs come out like you really like this class and you want to give me a thumbs up, and turn your thumbs up toward the sky. Okay, so now keep that as you lift the head of the arm bones up, hug your shoulder blades together, lift your hands up. Okay, like your thumb or eyelid, just forward. So keep your toes on the ground, anchor through your toes, through your knees, through your hips, belly in, and then lift your chest, lift your shoulder blades together. So don't drop the arm bones back, forward, bring them back. And then lift the thumbs and wrist up a few times. Like you really want to get this right? If you're staying low, no one is going to pick you up on the side of the road. Although I don't know where we're going today because we can't travel very far, but it might still be helpful. Left up, shoulders back. And exhale, release. Good. Now keep your hands by your side, shoulders back, like you had this big ball, shoulders back, inhale, lift. Okay, hands, big balls. Yes, hold it. Inhale, lift a bit higher. Now maybe lift your feet, lift your knees, and lengthen through your tailbone. Inhale, draw into space. Exhale, reach out into space. So you're within space and the outside space becomes one. Exhale to the ground. Good. Bend both knees now. Reach your hands towards your ankles or your feet. Spread your toes. Inhale and push through your feet, through your feet and your ankles to your hands. Lengthen and lift. Inhale from your pelvis, reach out through your knees, reach forward through your heart and lift up. Exhale and release. Hands next to your chest. Exhale, release. Inhale back up to all fours. Feel free to stack a blanket here. We're going to kneel, so we're going to stay on the knees here. Hands onto your hips. Now move your hands to your groins here. Let's feel into the groins. Thighs move back, belly in, right hand back, reach for your heel, okay, or the block. So that's where I like using blocks here also. You can bring the block inside or outside of the foot, so your hand can be on the block. If that's still too far, don't, and you feel you're compromising space here in the lower back, the hand stays on the hip, okay? There's different versions here. So find what works for you. Left hand to the hip, right shoulder back, left hand up. Hug in toward the middle, belly in, lengthen your tailbone big time, and then reach out. So now bring your left hand like you had before, the wrist behind the back of the head, elbows up, arm bones back. Good. Broaden your left arm to the left and reach up and back. Inhale. Exhale. And come back to center. Right hand up. Okay, moving a little bit of a flowy pace here. Left hand down. And go the other side. Right hand up. Right elbow points up. Right wrist behind your head. Head back. Shoulders back. And move. Okay, you might even move your left hand towards your left knee. Don't go there if you, again, have to compromise space. Just giving you options. Head back. Inhale, center, both hands up. Exhale, bring your palms together behind your head. Point your elbows forward, arm bones back, head back, shoulders back. Stay here or reach both hands by your ears and then to your heels or to your hips. Or towards your knees, Ustrasana, shoulders back. Inhale, rotate your thighs, lengthen your tailbone, head back gently. Draw in space. Exhale, reach out into space. Inhale, gently come back up. Find downward facing dog here. Keep your knees bent, really soft. Come up. Really softly, and keep your knees bent so you really recreate space in your lower back here. Really important after an intense back bend, maybe the lower back feels compressed. So here comes the time to lengthen your lower back, top of the thighs back, belly in, from your heart press into the earth, from your heart, reach gently up. And then walk your feet towards your hands, bend both knees immediately and come down onto your buttock. Bring your right foot forward. Left knee bends, left foot outside of your right knee. Stay there or bend the right leg. And bring your right elbow across your knee. So I would say around the knee actually. So just to, if you go too deep after such a deep back bend, it might be a little bit intense. So you start here, hug the elbow and the knee together, reach your left sit bone down and then reach up and twist. Inhale long, exhale gently twist. Inhale back body, lengthen as you exhale and soften, even your eyes soften the space behind you. See where you can reconnect to space within and try to connect now to the space that's invisible. I mean, space is basically almost invisible, but we can have a container like the sky or our body, the breath. Try to connect to that bit more mystical space, the invisible space behind you. Inhale. Come back to center and we're going to twist the other direction, right. Left leg straight, right leg bends. And then maybe bend the left knee, otherwise keep your left leg straight. Right hand up, right elbow across. And then twist here, reach the right sit bone down and twist toward the right shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale. Try to ground through the earth. Extend through your spine. And gently close your eyes here and notice your breath. Slow pace. Inhale. Stop the inhale and pause here. Exhale and observe the exhale in all its length and pause at the end. One more inhale, full. Pause at the top Exhale fully and pause at the end. And softly inhale out of the twist. Bring your legs wide. Turn your thighs in manually. Point your toes up. And from your pelvis, reach out again. Imagine you can reach out in space. Arms to the sides. Stay there. If that's challenging, hands behind you. If that's available, hands up. Maybe hands to your toes or to your feet. And as you rotate your thighs in and back, you can move gently your pelvis and belly forward. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, come back up. And please take a cushion or something you can sit on just for a few minutes. And I'm going to guide a meditation here shortly. So sit a bit higher. So again, hips higher than your knees so you don't have to hurt your lower back. Find a chair if you're challenged otherwise. And when you're ready, close your eyes simply. I'm going to invite you here to reconnect to your breath. Inhale, lengthen a little longer through your spine. Begin to center your awareness in your chest, in your heart space. Try to feel your physical heart on the left, and then gradually move your attention toward the center of the chest. So Hridaya, the heart space, is by definition in the middle. So Madhya emerges at the heart. Imagine you breathe through the chest bone in and out. Simply allowing your breath to flow in and out of the space of the heart. And again, bring back that image of a vast landscape, your favorite beach or field or view, something vast and broad. Beautiful sky, whatever comes to you. And imagine that same vastness enters your chest. Drop the image and let yourself experience the vastness inside. The vastness outside can be invited within. That's Madhya. The space, infinite space we can invite within. Continue to breathe in and out of your chest bone. And even noticing the sensations around the cavity of the chest. Just notice how the breath in and out, inhale and exhales. How the breath touches, comes and goes. the cavity of the heart. At some point you'll notice that thoughts will arise, and that's a natural process. So meditation is not about fantasizing about not having any thoughts. It's more training our mind about how we relate to thoughts. Try to notice the space in between your thoughts. Where do the thoughts emerge from? It's very vague, but let yourself just follow that for a little bit. Where do the thoughts emerge from? Where do they return to? That's your pure consciousness right there. Place one hand on your heart and notice the spaciousness of your heart once more, the physical cavity of the chest. And softly you can very gently open your gaze, and we're going to take a short Shavasana together. If you have time, you can remain seated if you want to prolong your meditation and take Shavasana on your own afterwards. Shavasana is really nice to integrate your practice. Otherwise, just join me and find a blanket or something that feels comfortable to make you feel really good, and then lean back. Open your palms facing up. Lower the back of your eyes. Soften the back of your mind. Notice the space you draw in as you breathe in. The lungs expanding. Exhale and soften into that space. Inhale, your whole body spacious, infinitely. Exhale and soften and melt into the space. Let the space element now around you completely take care of your body. Let yourself surrender. Let yourself be held by space. Begin to deepen your breath. Please, if you have time, stay a bit longer. Otherwise, you can begin to stretch into the space around you. Softly bend your knees and roll onto your side. Take a moment onto your right side or where you are to tune into the space within. Gently bring yourself back up to a sitting position. And when you sit again, keep your eyes closed, bring your palms together, thumbs towards your chest. Tune into the cavity, the space within. Madhya, the place where everything emerges and returns to. May space brighten our life. May we always remember our capacity to return to space, to draw in space, in our thoughts, in our interactions, and our own way to live our own freedom. Bring your palms to your forehead just to recognize your own wisdom and back to your own heart and infinite space. Thank you so much for joining us here at Pakus, and have a lovely day. Namaste.